Earlier this week, XC Games released their Windows PC version of The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. This title, the 7th in the Trails series of JRPGs, originally released exclusively on the PlayStation Vita and PlayStation 3 in late 2015 in the West. Earlier titles in the series, such as the Trails in the Sky trilogy, were available on PC and have been since their inception, so naturally, for long-time PC-only fans of the series, this new release should be the first time that these players managed to get their hands on with it. I originally played the PlayStation Vita release of this title right before E3 2016, so when XC Games sent a review code our way, I took it upon myself to dig into the game and see how it holds up compared to the original console/handheld release. The first thing the players should notice when booting up the game is the shiny new launcher, detailing and allowing players to change the title's various graphical settings. The launcher includes a decent collection of settings that players can mess around with, including many options frequently skipped over with console to PC ports, such as an FOV slider, the ability to choose what controller or keyboard button prompts you'd like to use, and ultra-wide screen support. The title also supports a 30 FPS cap, a 60 FPS cap, or an unlimited frame rate. There are many other great options available in the launcher that I noticed, such as the ability to render more shadows than the original console versions could, the ability to make the draw distance unlimited, eliminating pop-in, and to run the game with an alternative, higher quality depth of field implementation. These options are included in addition to the standard features such as choosing shadow resolution and anisotropic filtering. Cherry on top of what would already be a great launcher is the fact that it can be navigated using a controller and that nearly every graphical option comes with a comparison of what the option will change in the visuals. Oh, and before I forget, Durante, the person that XC brought in to help polish up the PC port, many of you might know him as the creator of DS Fix, actually implemented support for the GPD-Win. For anyone not already familiar with the GPD-Win, it's a currently fairly popular pocket PC. The existence of this support means that not only is Trails of Cold Steel's PC version the definitive way to play this on a stationary platform, but it's also arguably the best way to play it on a portable platform as well. Moving out of the options menu, the game ran beautifully in our tests, running at a stable 1080p 60 FPS on max settings, which included 8x MSAA or 8 times multi-sample anti-aliasing. Though we did record the title at 2 times MSAA in order to avoid frame drops in recording. Plugging in either my DualShock 4 or Xbox One controllers before starting the game had both working more or less flawlessly without any configuration needed on my end. Load times have also been more or less eliminated entirely with this release, and I'm actually struggling to find a time, or at least recall one, where I actually saw a loading screen while I tested the game. While there was some loading, it was always fast enough that the loading icons never got the chance to appear, and most of the time you just don't even notice it. The game ran similarly well on my laptop, although I did need to turn down some settings. I didn't truly have a system weaker than the PS3 to test it on, but considering the title runs steady on the GPD-Win, it's not hard to imagine the game will run on a wide variety of machines. Besides technical enhancements, the biggest addition to the PC version would have to be the turbo mode that Durante implemented. When activated, the game runs at a much higher speed, though at the same frame rates, much as if someone would be playing a game on an emulator and unthrottled speed. Overall, I ended up being surprised by how good Trails of Cold Steel is on PC. I already expected a good PC port walking in, but besides for a few issues, namely the lack of a borderless windowed option, the desync between the voice audio and the lips on character models in the game in certain sections, and a few other minor grievances, the game is more or less flawless. There's no doubt in my mind when I say that as of now, this is the best way to play Trails of Cold Steel.